Good morning to you, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to Take Two on your Wednesday morning. Clearly my week is good. My day has begun really good. So I guess I really don't care if it's Wednesday, Monday, whatever. And it's always good when we have positive stuff to talk about. And I'm starting off this morning with really positive stuff. Y'all know I love my young people, I love my old people, and I like my positive. Y'all in between, I find a space every now and then with y'all. But all together, we have the young leaders in studio. And they're young, positive people with a positive message to share with us this morning. So I'm going to jump right into them this morning. Good morning, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. Thanks a lot for joining. So y'all are from Bishop Anstey East, as well as Trinity College East. So welcome. Thanks a lot for joining us. So y'all are young leaders. Y'all have been doing some phenomenal work. Anybody who's watched TV6 News and so on would have seen some clips of what y'all have actually been doing where bullying is concerned. But I want y'all to start off with introducing yourselves and let's get into it.
I am Xavier Fortune.
My name is Salvation Yalams.
My name is Danicia Solozano.
And I am Andrea Gruny.
So y'all, welcome to the studio. So talk to me, what is Young Leaders a little bit about? How do you get involved? How do the schools get involved?
BATCE Young Leaders are taking part in the RBC Young Leaders project with the team Be The Change. We sat down and had workshops and came down to one topic, which is cyberbullying. We came to this topic because cyberbullying has been a growing concern lately. It has become a problem in the society, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but the world at large. Yes, we came on to this topic because we witnessed so much incidents lately on Facebook and YouTube and all these social networks, including even cell phones.
Yeah.
Right. So we thought that this would have been a perfect idea to, educate the people out there of, look, this is something serious, this is something going on, we need to do something now before it gets out of hand.
I commend you for actually picking that, because the reality is, I was talking to my husband this morning, and my daughter and her friends lined for the weekend, and they were sitting next to each other, but at one point they weren't even talking to each other, but they were talking to each other on their iPods. And I said, but something's wrong with all you. You're right next to each other. What's going on with communication? And so I was telling him this morning, I don't know if I'm getting old and just not moving with the times, and if I don't sound like how perhaps my mother would have sounded in my time. But I find, to a large extent, most communication between young people now is via, something, whether it's Facebook or BBA or WhatsApping or, Instagram or something like that. And I get a little bit concerned about verbal and normal communication, one-on-one, human being to human being, like it used to be back in the day before we even had computers in my time. But more importantly, why I commend y'all is because that is the main form of communication now. That is a clear and obvious place to look for the bullying. Before you would look at it as this child is, or this person is bullying the next one, and physically. But now you're dealing with it psychologically, which is just as negative, or if not worse, to a large extent. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yes. This is a serious case. We've had incidents in our schools with different students being cyberbullied. We had one student who, he came from a different school, and the school he came from, when he was in the lower school, they had this page on Facebook was made specially for him. Everybody will go there and embarrass him and talk about him, and so this really kind of motivated us to, we have to make a change in somebody's life.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, this is serious.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So come.
Well, another thing we do too, they have a lot of pages on Facebook, made especially to make out people, and we reported it once at first, but Facebook replied to us and didn't do anything about it. So we got our friends involved and told everybody that it's wrong and that they should report it. And after a while, they noticed the number of reports, and they actually took down complete pages and pages from all over Facebook.
Oh, that's good. I commend you all with that considered. I didn't realize it was to that extent. I mean, that is really, it's to me beyond bullying. That is, the person who would have actually created that page is a lot of bit psychotic, if you ask me. How prevalent is that now amongst your age group?
Well, it is very prevalent within our school. We did a school survey, and many of our students were actually cyberbullied, and they didn't know what to do, how to turn to people. So right now we are currently trying to launch a policy within our schools to assist and help propose a legislation to the country so people nationwide can actually find some way to get legal advice on this.
If you allow me to add to this,
yes, please.
you know, with the recent developments, you know, with the new government, you know, with the providing laptops for the Form 1s,
Right.
this has actually fueled the whole cyberbullying thing. If you know, look at the statistics. So we're trying to get the policy and the everything together for now. So when they're handing out the laptops, they be able to give them. These are some guidelines, you know, how to use your computer.
But hold on, I thought these new laptops were not able to access stuff like Facebook and so on.
They actually do access Facebook. You know, we have students that actually.
It always have ways to get around it.
So
Yeah.
we have students that actually get around the, you know, the IT user and all that, and unlock their own profile and everything. So we're trying to get something that even, you know, this is not only just for RBC project. This is for something later on in life. This is not gonna stop here. It's gonna continue for the next generation and the next future with Trinidad and Tobago.
I admire you all for bringing that up as well, because we have to see if something has a positive. If there's a negative, we have to nip it in the bud, because bullying can lead to suicide. It can lead to just messing up somebody's self-esteem for the duration of their time if they don't have a support to actually, you know, make themselves feel better and build their self-esteem. When we're talking about cyberbullying and we're talking about creating pages and addressing it, when the person who would have perhaps began, you know, the bullying, do you all incorporate, you know, the school, the parents, finding out what's going on there? Because I'm a firm believer that a lot of bullies are ones with a lot of issues and just not knowing how to deal with it. Do you all include the parents? Do you all find out what's going on? Is that part of what your plan is? Or just to bring the awareness?
To bring the awareness, and the parents will be involved as well. Not just...
That's right. We have the TV commercials. You know, not only we have a certain age group we want to target, yes, but we want to get the whole public in general involved in this. That's why we have the advertisements on TV. We have the Facebook, you know, page, which is facebook.com/BATCE Young Leaders. You can access it and get information about it. Our website is going to launch in a day or two, which will provide, you know, sufficient information to people who have been cyberbullied or want to know more about it or what you could do to help in it. So yeah, we trying to, it's not only the age group we're targeting, but yes, parents will be involved in it as well, because we try to get the, you know, on the different media houses, so parents watching news, wages on the car, in the maxi or something, listening to the radio, you will hear about it. Yes, this is something serious going on right now.
How has the response been so far? I know it's new, but how has the response been so far? Because I know a lot of people who are bullied are afraid to come forward and saying I'm being bullied because they don't want to look wussy. They don't want to look like as if they just can't handle it, you know, in that sense. But of course, it's hurting them quite deeply. What response have you all gotten so far?
So far, the response has been really good. I mean, when people started hearing about it,